Yikes.
Yeah. It's the first time I'm even looking at your face since I arrived.
And you hate every second of it.
I wasn't going to say that.
I feel it in my bones. Edgar,
your laser eyes are bearing into my soul.
Edgar, your skills hang off your balls. Listen, if this is how the next 100 is going to be.
It isn't.
Count me out.
Yeah.
Count me out. You know what? Count me out anyways.
Okay.
Guys, let me listen to the theme song and get jacked up to pod! Woo! Feels like we're really turning a corner professionally.
You think so?
That was a good intro.
Like a corner.
It was a primo intro. That was a chef's kiss intro.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome to Cold Hands, Warm Hearts. I'm Brandon Birdwell. I'm one half of the Cold Hands, Warm Hearts podcasting duo.
Hi guys.
Just blew out my throat doing that. It was so stupid.
Just the juxtaposition. Hi guys. I'm Ashley Engle. I'm the other half. Welcome to episode 101.
That's it. Welcome to Podcasting 101, where we teach you how to don't do it.
Yep.
And guys, I just so much carbonation too. I can't.
Get out your syllabus.
Hide your wives. Hide your kids.
What?
Get out your syllabus.
No, for real though, guys. I would only describe as what's been happening for the last 10 minutes as a flurry.
Flurry
of activity.
I do agree. Haven't looked at your face. I've been identifying you by your railroad engineer hat, and that's
toot toot
toot toot all aboard the struggle bus, guys. Here's the train. Hop on board.
Yeah.
I'm clearly the caboose.
Yes.
You know, tearing up the tracks.
Today has been nonstop.
But it's not been nonstick.
And it's not over.
Because it's everywhere. The day's everywhere.
Just meetings upon meetings upon meetings. And you've got, I just came from a volcanic eruption.
I'm in the middle of one.
The fourth grade volcanic eruption day. We've been in the midst of a very large volcano project at our house.
Guys, the baking soda industry
is thriving.
Through
the roof. Coincidentally, vinegar.
Hope he's keeping them in business. Mm-hmm. Between cutting the drugs she's selling on the streets.
Okay,
and setting off canos.
Goodness gracious.
And vinegar, she's pickling.
Okay.
Pickling canoing.
Guys, I want to give some pro tips for those of you who find yourself in the midst of end-of-year elementary school projects.
Don't do it. Pro tip. You've been told.
Check out now. Well, if any of you are having to build a volcano, I want to let you in on a pro tip. The first time we did this with our oldest, we did way too much. All right? Because what you're building this for is one shining moment of glory. Though the volcanic eruption takes about 20 seconds.
It's anticlimactic.
Anticlimactic.
For sure.
And so the first time around, we were like, what do we have that's cone shaped? We took our dog's cone of shame.
Okay.
Happy's cone of shame.
Sure. So he's licking all his stitches.
We coated it in
sorry.
Play-Doh.
He's dead. Never mind. Anyway, guys, let's backtrack.
R.I.P. We coated it in Play-Doh.
Okay.
It was very heavy. We put it on a tile.
Yeah.
He had trouble carrying it into the building, is what I'm saying.
Sure.
And it took a long time. And that Play-Doh never dried. So that first year I looked around and I thought, there's got to be a better way. Knowing that I had two more of these staring me down in the future.
The classic infomercial, there's got to be a better way.
So I look around and I see some kids who have these things light as air.
Go ahead.
Insulation foam.
Oh, okay.
It's perfect. You put your 1 liter bottle on your vinyl tile. It has to be 12 by 12 inches.
Okay.
And then you just, like a soft serve.
This is so
It
technical.
expands, it dries, and then you can paint it.
And then you paint it, and it's got craggles. It's got stalactites. It's got stalagmites.
Light as a
feather.
feather.
Wait, there's more.
There's more.
Put a Diet Coke in it. Mentos, sklaboosh. Here's everybody. Welcome to Mount Disappointment. Here we are at Pompoo. But then here we show up at the immortal eruption of Mount Skadoosh, teachers covered the Fresh Maker. Fresh goes better, Mentos freshness. Fresh goes better with volcanoes erupting time.
Mentos.
The Skadoosh. And guys, listen.
Yeah.
The Mentos industry is thriving.
Thriving.
Have you ever done the Mentos and Diet Coke?
It is quite something.
It's wild.
It went higher than our roof. We did it in the backyard.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about this. They supply the ingredients. So you can't do a Mentos and Diet Coke because you might hurt someone. She did have to wear safety goggles as well.
Okay.
But it was not as dramatic as the Mentos eruption.
Listen.
But anyway, I'm fresh off the eruption.
Yeah.
I've sped in here
You seem
straight from that.
like you're buzzing. You're coming down.
Yeah.
You're coming down.
Yeah. I'm grateful. I'm still here. That's what I'm saying.
Vesuvius.
Yeah.
Guys,
I don't know, but these end of the year projects are killing me. They really are. And I know we say it every year. Why do we save all of them till the end? Why can't we do some of them? Just kind of redistribute some of them into February where nothing is happening.
space them out, teach.
Space them out. Now, and listen.
Okay, no one's dogging teachers.
We're not going to do it here because they are saints.
Okay.
I will personally shine every one of their halos for them. And I don't want to hear it.
Bunch of saints.
I don't want to hear it.
promoting science. That's witchcraft. They're out here.
Listen, I believe that they can go hand in hand. But that's a
Witchcraft and
discussion.
science?
No, saints and science. But that's a discussion for another day.
Okay.
How's Lindsay holding up? Speaking of angel teachers,
She's great. She's at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, I think is where we're at.
tell you what, we're just limping along.
Yeah.
At this point, we have, including today, 8 more school days. That doesn't include the weekends, of course.
Because those aren't school days. Thanks
They're
for
not school
explaining
days.
that
Well,
to all of our learned
I used to be a teacher.
listeners.
I don't know if you know.
Hey, for all you
And
dummies out there, go ahead, burp it out. Burp it out.
I just ate Taco Bueno in my car. I literally.
The Ashley Engle story.
It's true.
What's your go-to order at the Bue Bue?
Today, I got one of the platters because I wanted 2 tacos. It ended up being far too much food.
Did you do a beef chilada platter or a whole lot of platter?
It was beef.
Beef chilada.
Yeah.
Beef chilada platter is
So good.
exceptional.
Too much food, though, for today.
I supplement with party burritos and party tacos as well.
Do you know what I like about it, though? Because I'm a big fan of the Mexi dip and chip.
It's a good one.
And so I like that you get all the Mexi dips along with your tacos and your chilada.
And then what I do is I get some extra party tacos and party burritos.
Right. And dip them in the Mexi dips.
I don't do bueno a lot, but when I do,
I do it.
I buy everything they've got.
Yeah.
And it's disgusting.
It's right next to her school. And so I got it on the run and I feel like I'm going to regret it later. I
think we all know.
a little bit grumbly.
Yeah, well,
It was delicious.
Vesuvius. Guys, Ashley's been saving her end of the year project.
Guys, this.
And it was a trip to Bueno.
I should never have brought up Bueno
And here's the thing.
in context with the volcano.
You've known me for a little while.
Have I learned nothing?
You've known me for a little while. You've broken objects over my head. You've seen me at my best. You've seen me at my worst. You've judged.
Today.
You've judged. You've encouraged only to judge. And so you've seen it all. Soup to nuts, guys. And here's the thing. You still feel like it's a good idea on a podcast on the internet to bring up volcanoes, volbuenos. Okay? I'm going to connect those dots. I'm not a smart man, but I can make a diarrhea joke out of any diorama joke. Guys, I went down to Hopi's school. I then buzzed over to Taco Bueno for my beef chilada platter. Got myself a real serious case of Vapuvius. Guys, here's the deal. Pompu erupting. Guys, here's the thing. Caught me a righteous scorching case of diorama.
Okay.
Guys.
This is brilliant, but it has to stop.
It's
the Brandon Birdwell story.
I'll take that. Listen, you know what? I didn't hear.
That was it.
I just heard a bunch of sounds outside of brilliant.
Yeah.
That's all I heard.
It's really
here's the
good
thing, I just can't-
title of your memoir, though.
I feel pretty good about it.
This is brilliant, but it has
But
to
it has to stop. Sequel, nothing good can come of this.
was just really good, actually. I'm going to pat myself on the back for it. Anyway, I'm tired.
Anyway, guys,
I'm tired.
stay tuned for episode 102 when we discuss Ashley's diorama.
No,
Go ahead.
It's not. It's going to be fine. But guys, I'm tired. Is what I'm saying. I'm very tired. My sleep has been disrupted by all the end of the year things. I can fall asleep easily.
It's the sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
I've had a few days of that myself.
Yeah, it's the worst. And you know you're in your 40s when you wake up in the wee hours and you're just angry immediately because you're like, I'm never gonna go back to sleep now. And that's the power of the mind.
Guys,
because you don't go back.
Here we go. I'll tell you what I do, and it doesn't help.
Okay.
So, buckle in. Is I like to put in a single AirPod.
Okay.
I take off ear detection on them so that I can do one at a time. And I lay on one side and I pop in an AirPod and I listen to a podcast.
Yeah,
because at the
sometimes I
very
do
least
that.
I know it's going to pass some time.
Right. And most of the time I fall asleep whilst listening.
Yeah.
But that's a good strategy as well. Because, I'm trying to not disturb Jeff. But I don't want to
But I
get up.
disturb him. Oh, like I just like
Just in general.
just in general.
Just in general.
I'm
So
disturbed.
anyway, I'm tired, guys. It's fine though. 8 days left. This is brilliant, but it has to stop.
It won't.
Okay,
It can't. It's
that-
also not.
Might be the title of the podcast.
Dude, it's going to drum up all sorts of upset listeners. What has to stop? Are they done? Are they finished? Is this the end?
Is this the only brilliant episode?
What am I going to do with my time? 1 hour a week, 57 minutes-ish on Wednesdays.
So what you been up to? Not sleeping.
Nope. No, none of that scrambling. Just that.
Skadooshing.
Done some music, done some
Yeah.
stuff.
Real estate stuff. You breezed in here as real estate, Brandon, and you're button up.
Hopped in a phone booth and came out as garbage, Brandon. That's not how I got, but that's my Aldi phone booth. I didn't get a good quality booth.
I do like that shirt though.
Here's the thing. Well, yeah, I got it at the fire sale.
I know.
The Grady Spencer and the Work fire
I
sale.
got some things from the fire sale.
He'll hear this in 6 weeks as he catches up on episodes because
he
he's
listens
running.
to us on the road.
Yeah, he's running behind right now. But listen, here's the thing.
Okay.
When Clark Kent goes into his phone booth, he comes out as Superman.
Yeah.
But I come out in jorts and Crocs. Somehow my facial hair's gotten longer and grayer.
Yeah. Just in that short time.
It's a porta-john that I go into. It's not even a phone booth.
Yeah. What do you expect to come out as?
Pooper, man.
Do you, guys?
You asked. Guys, she axed. And that's the thing. Don't ask the question if you don't want.
I'm so tired.
I'm so tired.
So, yeah. So that's all you've been up to?
Kind of.
Okay. You got a bunch of shows coming up. You got one tonight.
I do.
You've got to travel a great distance to reach that place.
It's 2 hours.
Wow.
One way.
Goodness.
To play at an art gallery. Should be fun, though.
That's very
I'm excited. A buddy, Jonathan Ashley White is his name, and he, no relation, and he asked me to come play a little featured songwriter night thing. So I'm going to go down there and play some music.
No diggity? Oh.
It's originals.
Good.
So yes, I wrote No Diggity, is what I'm saying. I do real estate and podcasting for fun.
Yeah.
I don't need the moolah.
The money that this thing makes.
It's guys, it's throwing off some cheese.
I mean,
Some cheddar cheese.
well, do you plan to stay there or are you coming back tonight? It'll be a late night.
No, I'm coming back. I play at I'll wrap up by 8:30 probably.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get back later than the sun will be down.
Right.
And I don't care for that.
Right.
I don't leave the house once the sun's down.
I don't either.
But-
Not these days because I can't see.
Or sleep. You can't do anything.
No.
But I'll make it home by 10:30-ish.
Okay.
So I'll be fine.
All right. That's good because I was worried about that. I really was.
I know. It's a problem.
Anyway. Yeah, guys. So the countdown is on.
Okay. Who hired you for this?
I don't know.
Who
I'm not.
Who auditioned you for the countdown, lady?
I'm not all here. I
Guys, the
think it was,
countdown's in. He's coming. We're doing, it's guys 10, 7. Wait. Wait. Guys, hold on.
I think my brain is addled with all the ash that I breathed in at the volcanic eruption.
You are.
I'm struggling.
You've got palm poisoning.
I've got the brain ash, the ash brain.
You've got magma ash. Guys,
Yeah.
Ashley's got the mag.
Too. Okay. Anyway, I have, and this
God, you are-
agenda is subpar.
Are you
I feel like I really
buffering?
checked out. I am
It's like every
buffering.
time you start to talk, I see like the little pinwheel in your forehead just start to go.
Rainbow wheelie.
Guys, I'm over here firing on all cylinders.
Well, I'm
Who paired us up?
Crindy and Harry.
Number 1 seed, number 8 seed.
Not even 8.
I have an even 8.
81. Well, I had bueno. So
That was grammatically incorrect, but I just wanted for the pun.
all of this agenda is just random. It's just phrases.
Oh, cool.
Right.
So different than the normal podcast.
It is. Normally I develop it a little bit more. I did this last night.
I wouldn't call anything that we do developing anything
Well,
here.
you don't even look at the agenda, so how would you know? Have you been to Sweet Friends Bakery in Edmond? No, because you don't eat carbs.
Or sweets. I also don't have any friends. Anyway,
This place doesn't appeal to me.
guys, I am not the target market for Sweet Friends Bakery.
Okay,
I like to go to Bitter Lonely French Fry Hut.
that sounds actually
Oh
great.
my gosh. Leave me alone.
I'm gonna eat my fries and peas.
Extra spuds. Okay? I want chili on these dogs.
French fry hut.
Could you put on reruns of Seinfeld and shut up while I get more and more jaded and bitter, bury my face in French fries,
And talk to no one and make no friends.
and think to myself, it's better this way.
It's better this way.
It's better. What's the saying? We go fast alone, but we go far together. And I don't want to go far.
No.
I just want to go
right here.
fast to the French Fry Hut where my bitterness only grows.
Okay. Well, Sweet Friends Bakery is a delightful spot here in Edmond. If you guys have not been and you're local, I have been several times over the last couple months and I absolutely love it. First of all, so kind. Secondly,
Sweet.
so sweet.
Friends.
Delicious coffee
Okay.
and
I do like
wonderful
coffee.
pastries, which I'm normally not a huge breakfast pastry gal, but I can't pass them up once I'm there. Great cookies, great cakes. If you guys need anything for any kind of a party or whatever.
Like some friends.
Right, or if you want to make some friends in there, it is such a delightful spot. And it's such a joy to find a new coffee spot.
Where is it?
It's on 2nd and Bryant area, kind of in that little shopping center with the
Bryant Square?
No, Panda Express one on the other side.
I don't go there.
Okay, well, anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there for anyone local. What a delightful spot. One of their best known things is a savory scone. It has chili powder and cheese.
Okay.
So delicious.
You don't do well
And I normally wouldn't go with that.
with those things. I just got a buzz on my watch. I think I have a UPS delivery getting dropped off right now.
Okay.
It's an exciting
Get
one.
it? Do you need to go sign for it?
No.
Okay.
It's all the vinyl records.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a
you
big
acted
one.
like it wasn't.
For the new album?
But yes. Wow. They're showing up today. And then t-shirts are showing up tomorrow. That's right.
I didn't know you were going to have merch.
Well, that's a hot exclusive.
Yeah, it
right
is.
here. Pow, 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 pow. Right on the podcast, guys. T-shirts, if you want them. Yeah, we got them.
This is all in preparation for your release party on the 1st of
It's
June.
a show. It's not a party. I
Sorry.
don't have enough friends for a party.
A show. Guys, if you haven't purchased tickets for his
Get 'em.
June 1st show at Beer City Music Hall, please do. It's going to be such a fun time. A lot of you have gotten tickets, and we're super grateful.
And those of you that haven't, I need you to because pre-sale helps.
Yeah, it does, guys. They need to know. That,
I need to know if I'm going to
Brandon-
show up or not.
Brandon's got, well, that's, no. But just that Brandon's got supporters who are going to roll out. Okay. One really cool thing that's been happening. I told you that Hopi's taking sewing lessons, right? Have we talked
I
about
knew
this?
that she was into sewing. I'm sure you told me she was taking lessons, but I don't listen to you when you talk. But I knew that she was sewing because she made me a laptop sleeve.
Oh, that's right. She's been making family gifts. Well, she's been in sewing lessons all year
Okay.
with mom's friend Jane.
Okay.
Hi, Jane. You don't listen and you shouldn't. But she has been making a dress and she wore it on Sunday. And so you didn't get a chance to see it. But she is so proud of this dress. And what's really special about it is it's a pattern from the 60s.
Okay.
And mom had 2 dresses made from this pattern.
Nice.
And it is the sweetest, cutest thing. And it just reminds me of how much I wish I had stayed with sewing. Like I wish I had, Grandma taught me some very basics. And I think what a cool skill that not many people have anymore.
What a weird regret
Sewing.
to have.
Why?
Just
I mean, I could pick it up at any time.
exactly. That's my
But
point.
I regret not sticking with piano and
That
not
one-
sticking with sewing.
That one feels harder to make up the ground on piano.
Yeah.
Sewing feels like you could pick it up at any time.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm just so proud of her sweet little dress. I'd show you a picture, but it's on my phone. Anyway, I'm tired, guys.
I'm so tired, guys.
I've been on a journey to mindfulness lately.
Okay.
I used to be so much better at this, and I think most of us used to be, who are now in our 40s, about kind of, just being present and mindful about what's going on. But when you have all the things, like today, just like the flurry of activity and going from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. And so I shared with you that I've been listening to the podcast 10% Happier, and I was going to recommend a couple episodes for your drive this evening if you are so inclined.
Okay. I'm going to be honest that I'm smack dab in the middle of a podcast right now.
Are you still trying to finish the one?
The 60 songs? No, I'm done.
Oh, what are you doing now?
There's UPS right
There's
there.
UPS. Do you need to go get it? Do
Here,
you
how
need a
about
sign?
how about you talk to the people? I don't have enough time, so I can pause it. You got to talk to people. This is live on the air, guys.
Okay, Brandon's going to go get his UPS. This has never happened before. I feel very uncomfortable. So I've been listening to this podcast called 10% Happier, hosted by Dan Harris. What stinks is when Brandon comes back, I'm going to have to explain all of this again. Sorry, listeners. By Dan Harris, who was a journalist, and he was sent to war-torn areas, from what I understand, and had a very stressful job, and he ended up having a panic attack on the air, which prompted him to go on a mindfulness journey. And he has found a lot of healing and a lot of help in meditation. I think now he's a practicing Buddhist. Did you sign for it?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't have to.
Okay.
I just gathered it up. Who's a Buddhist? Richard Gere?
No, Dan Harris, who hosts this.
Oh, I know Dan Harris.
Yeah, he was a journalist.
I know Dan Harris.
And I was saying he had a panic attack on the air, which prompted his journey of mindfulness. And
Sure.
now he's now a practicing Buddhist. That's where he has found his healing. So anyway, I've been listening to this, and I used to be better at this. I used to do yoga more often. I used to be just a noticer, more present. And lately I've discovered I'm just not there, as a parent and just with job and all the things. It's just hard to be
Sure.
present and mindful. So what I have done recently to try to get back into this place, and I think I'll be able to more easily get there once school is out and all of that stuff is doing meditative walks.
Yeah.
Have you ever done walking meditations?
I mean, in so much
guided
as
ones.
Oh no, I will just take quiet time and go for a walk, and I feel like in its own way
Sure.
that is, but never like a guided one.
Well, and some people are better at getting into that place naturally. Like for me, I find that a guide is really helpful. And so, guys, if you're interested in this at all, there are all of these walking meditations. Most of them are like 10 minutes long. You can do them outside. I would argue that they're best done outside. But just because you have the combined benefit of vitamin C, you've got or vitamin D, you've got the fresh air, you've got the sights and sounds, sort of the grounding that happens. But you can do them on a treadmill. You can do them around your house.
You can do them in a box. You
can do
them with a fox.
That's right. And I do like them, Sam. I do.
Harris.
Sam Harris. Dan.
Hermes. Damn Hammus. Sorry. That was not on purpose, so it's not a curse.
It's not an editable offense.
We don't have time to edit anyway, so really, I'm going to uncork some naughties real quick.
Don't do it.
Let me crack my knuckles and start cussing.
Don't do it.
Episode title. Oh, man. The best part is if that was the title and then there's just no cussing in it.
Yeah.
What as anticlimactic as Mount Vesuvius.
Mount Vesuvius.
Vesuvius. Pompu.
But so this type of mindfulness and this thinking has prompted me to do like a recent sermon series about getting rid of the things in your life that are stealing life from you. And there are so many in this current cultural moment that it's crazy. I truly believe, and this has kind of been where my mind has been. This is probably why I'm not sleeping, because I think about it subconsciously and wake up thinking about it. But just about how in this current cultural moment, given all of our distractions, given all of the technology, that we are going to have to fight as never before for wellness.
Sure.
In all ways, but especially mental.
Always.
Mentally, spiritually, all of these ways.
Sure.
Physically, least of all. Not least of all. Anyway, guys.
And
they're all interconnected.
Welcome back to it's Future's Looking Bright Corner with
No, but the good news is we can. It's so much of it is within our control, and that's the whole point.
Sure.
Of this series that I'm doing. And so I'm talking about all of the things that are stealing life from you, including like negative thinking, negative thought patterns about yourself and about the world, media, social media, news media,
nude media,
a scarcity mindset.
I like an abundance mindset myself.
Yeah, who doesn't? Even the people with a scarcity mindset would prefer an abundance.
Well,
But you
sure.
fall into it and it steals from you. And the last one is not addressing past trauma and healing from
Sure.
it. All of those things are stealing life from you. And this is where my brain has been for the last several weeks. And I have to tell you, I am really enjoying this. And it's been a real time of reflection for me.
Sure.
Like, where do I stand on these things? But I just think in our moment, like,
Oh, I thought you were going to answer.
we got to fight as never before to be well.
Guys, this
For
is
wellness.
the rallying cry for cold hands, warm hearts. We've got to fight as never before.
It's true.
They will take our lives.
I mean it.
They'll never take.
You can't live an abundant life and
Sure.
be passive about it. Like, you have
Sure.
to take initiative, and you have agency in your life, and addressing these things can't help but improve.
Okay.
Anyway, this is where my mind has been, and I'm tired. Guys.
I'm tired. Well, that's
But I know
not
good is coming from this.
that, guys, I'm tired, but I know that after tired
Yeah.
comes inspired. And after inspired, you might get fired. But if you get fired,
Then you got more time to be mindful.
yeah, just don't be a liar. Keep it real.
Anyway, I like how Brandon just completely rained on my parade.
I
here.
wasn't in here
I
for
was
most of it.
trying
I
to
thought you were
prompt-
talking about Richard Gere. If I showed back in here and we're on Summersby, guys,
I
Summersby.
never loved him the way I love
I
you.
remember watching that movie with you and Mom,
Yeah.
and you two wept
Yes, it's
like
it's
nothing
so
I
sad.
have ever seen in my entire
Because
life.
it's so sad. Also, what a weird movie to watch with us.
I didn't
romance?
mean to, probably. I think I just was up there and I was like, I'm bitter and I don't have any friends, so I guess I'm going to watch Summersby with my mom and sister
And you did.
on a Friday night.
Yeah. Speaking of
That
mom,
was prom night. That was literally prom night. I watched prom night. I watched Summersby with my mom and sister,
that
guys.
did not happen.
It happened. It's where it's your word against mine, against Mom's, against Richard Gere's.
Did not happen. But speaking of mom weeping and me
Best
weeping.
intro. Go ahead.
So Harrison had his spring vocal music concert the other day. And you know I always cry at these. Always.
Very
Because
cool.
they're so incredible.
Sure.
Not only do the kids create this incredible music, but just the community they've formed under the guidance of their teachers, phenomenal. So this concert was called Broadway Our Way.
Oh,
Yeah. So it was all Broadway tunes.
sure. Well,
Show tunes.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's right there in the name.
Okay. Okay.
And so it was just a mix. There were like duets, there were group numbers, big group numbers, and all the things, and they had choreography and all the things. Okay.
As they would on Broadway.
As they would on the Broadway.
On the Great White Way.
Yeah. So one of the songs was One Day More from Les Mis.
Oh, that's a good one.
And they had all the solos, and it was beautiful. But if you think
Oh, Mom lost it.
literally first chord.
Puddle on the floor, Crindy.
First chord.
She can't.
I looked over and she goes, "I'm sorry, it's a visceral response."
Les Miserables is Crindy's kryptonite.
It is.
It's Crintonite. If you put Crindy in a Les Mis theater,
Oh, I told you what happened.
she's projecting to the back of the stage with her sobs and her
Backwards.
wails.
It's backwards.
She's reverse Broadwaying them.
Yes, she is.
Crindy, when exposed to Kryptonite,
Yeah.
when Jean Valjean, when prisoner 24601 sings in that tenor.
Listen, she can't.
Ah,
It's visceral.
French rabbi lies.
They all pass away.
Spoiler.
They all die.
Come on, it's Les Mis.
you
It's not
haven't
Avengers
seen it-
Infinity War Endgame.
The Miserables. It's right there in the name.
Los Miserables.
Anyway, but it was, I mean, truly the first chord. And it reminded us, I think I've told the story on the air. When I was in grad school, I got a scholarship to study abroad in the UK.
Humble brag.
Okay. And I was after I was married. So Jeff came.
Humble brag.
Okay. And Crindy came. My mom and husband came.
Yeah.
And we went to Les Mis in London.
Yeah.
And the first half of the show, Mom cried so much.
Yeah.
Like
People left.
the man next to her left.
People left.
Found another seat.
No, he didn't even. He just left. He didn't. He assumed that everyone survived.
Jeff.
He was like, I can't do it. Jeff still doesn't know how Les Mis ends. I can't sit next to my wailing mother-in-law anymore.
So anyway,
Like a crazy lady on a widow's walk out here, just wailing into the abyss.
listen. And I warned him ahead of time. I said, get ready. Because you don't even know about the times growing up when Mom had to pull over into a ditch.
Onto the side of the road.
While the cassette tape blared One Day More. And Mom sobbed into the steering wheel.
I
And
do
he
hear the
didn't
people
believe me.
singing songs of angry man.
And he didn't believe me.
Yeah, well,
And then he saw it in person. So then he was sitting on the other side of me at Harrison's concert, and he looked over and he goes, I feel like I'm in London. I feel like I'm in the West End.
yeah. Yeah.
And we all had a good laugh.
Lee. Hey, Mom.
Anyway,
What are you doing tonight? You gonna go wail at a kid's event?
it was so funny. And Dad was there, and he was just like, oh, Cindy,
Well, listen.
bless. But she can't help it. It's
She can't. It's
visceral.
visceral.
I mean, it gets me too, but not like that.
Kid doesn't get anyone like that. It's exceptional.
Okay, and here's another funny
It's
story.
Pavlovian.
Here's another funny story that involves Mom and tears and music.
Go ahead.
Sorry, Mom. There's just too many from the week. Okay. Man, it feels good to laugh. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
Okay. Hope sang at the Edmond Arts Vegetable 2 weekends ago.
I'm not even gonna address it. I like it as just a part of the conversation.
Yeah, that's what we call the Arts Festival, guys. And
You ruined it. You explained it.
we might have a new listener.
Doubt it. We just lost one. Wait, we just lost another. We probably lost 8 when I wasn't on the mic with you, and you were talking about not Richard Gere.
About mindfulness.
Hey guys, Brandon's gonna go answer the door while I talk to you about mindfulness.
About meditation.
Guys, I can hear the ratings. I can literally hear the record scratch. And I don't know how it's possible.
Yeah.
We're not even on a network. We just got canceled. Someone from administration called and goes, guys, that mindfulness bit while Brandon tended to the UPS order was beyond the pale.
Thank goodness we don't have oversight. We would never have made it to 101.
Guys, that's one of the problems that comes with success and listeners.
Yeah.
You got to do stuff.
Yeah.
But here we are. You know?
With neither.
Neither, no stuff, no listeners, no
success.
Just a mom that cries loud enough to empty out a theater in the West End of London. And guys, you know what?
Mom, I'm sorry. It's just too good. I'm sorry.
We're the miserables, guys. No support from you. No listeners. Here we are.
Listen.
Empty chairs at empty tables.
Theater nerd joke.
Listen, I'm proud of that one. I feel pretty good about that.
That was really good. Okay, so Hope sang at the Arts Vegetable, and Mom came. One of the numbers was a square dance. Now, it was not for her grade.
Do-si-do.
It was for one of the younger grades.
Sure.
And we were just sitting on picnic tables watching.
Yeah.
And it was raining. So we were getting rained on watching the square dancing children. And Mom, to no one in particular, I mean, I guess it was me, said kind of under her breath, I had a very traumatic square dancing experience.
And refused to elaborate further?
Well, there was a long pause. And I just looked at her getting rained on. And I was like, huh? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it?
She's been just holding that in for so many years.
So she said that when she was in like second grade or something, they did a square dance at her school to a song called Get Along Home Little Cindy.
Oh.
And she said that the lyrics were problematic. We Googled them. They are.
Okay.
And she cried and ran out of the room.
Very cool.
So every time she sees a square dance,
it's Pavlovian.
it's right back to Get Along Home Little Cindy.
No.
I know, but just that phrase, while getting rained upon, I have a very
traumatic
square
And then just pause.
crickets.
I wanted her to say, when you go, what was it? You'd be like, this, right now, this moment in the rain at the vegetable. This is my traumatic experience.
It could have been.
It's called being present and being in the now. I've had, I'm having, I will continue to have. This is my trauma.
This is it. Tied to square dancing.
Deal with it, guys. Grab you, now swing your partner round and round.
Oh my gosh, listen.
Throw her down.
Throw her down and
Get along, little Cindy.
get along home, little Cindy. Okay, yearbook time is upon us.
Nailing it. Nailing it. Guys,
So tired.
put her in
guys.
charge. Put her in charge.
So yearbook time is upon us.
Tis.
Harrison brought his home the other day. Do you know what a yearbook costs these days? A high school yearbook?
$25.
Brandon.
$26? I'm going to be here all day. $27.
I'm doing the thumbs up.
$1, Bob.
$80.
That's crazy.
And it's like this thick. Granted, his school is twice as large as ours.
First off, couple things. Make it digital.
Digital yearbook.
Secondly,
No, how sad.
make it digital.
Digital yearbook. Here's your flash drive, kids. You can't sign it. Here's a tiny pin.
Create a Facebook group.
God.
And then everyone just signs each other's crack on there. Don't you hate it when people sign your crack? Be cool.
What a long, strange trip it's been.
Stay cool. People telling you to stay cool.
It never was.
Well, that's your answer. Mine was I was not planning on not staying cool. Guys, Ben's yearbook was 25.
Yeah. Wait
But he's
till
not in high school.
Wait till high school.
Make it digital.
$80.
It's too much. Too many dollars. Make it digital. Facebook group.
No.
Put it on Friendster. Do a MySpace. Guys, make it.
What a sad thing, a digital yearbook. No. But 80, do we need? Because you know what half of it is ads.
That's what I'm saying.
And, you know, props, I'm no shade to the yearbook teacher because I'm
Some.
sure that he or she is amazing. But I was shocked at the price tag.
I don't know.
It's a beautiful book, all color, which prompted me to get down our yearbooks from high school.
That's not a.
There are only like 4 pages of color.
Yeah.
They're the senior photos.
We didn't. Stillwater, guys, we didn't have it like that.
Well, I just think back in the day, not a lot of schools did color.
We didn't have it like that.
Okay.
I want to
Great
know. I want to know how much this year. I'm putting them on blast. I want to know how much this yearbook teacher is getting in kickbacks off these books.
None. And I'm sure they're a wonderful teacher. I just inflation, guys. Goodness.
Go ahead.
It's just sky high.
Okay.
Yearbook inflation.
I don't even know. It's up, it's down, it's at pick a side. Guys.
I feel like our yearbooks were like $30.
I don't even think they were that.
I don't know. Can someone fact check us? I don't remember.
I'm tired.
But yeah, we got out the yearbooks and Harrison wasn't so much interested, but Hope and Asher sat with me for like 2 hours and looked through every page. And what's fun is Jeff and I were at school for 1 year together. So we both had pictures in there together.
That's really
It was just
great.
such a fun stroll down memory lane.
Sure. That's great.
Brandon,
No, I love that you did that.
you should try it with Ben. Do you think Ben would be interested in that? Is Benny interested in memories and pictures and
He
old
loves
videos and stuff?
he was very interested in getting a yearbook.
Okay, but I'm saying yours.
I don't know.
Would he sit with you and go through it, you and Linz?
Probably.
Okay, we'll try it.
He'd do this. If I ever showed him a picture, he'd go, this would be his response. I'm not kidding. He'd go, ooh. That's how he responds to things that I show him.
I love it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's very dismissive.
No, I think he means it
Ooh?
with every bit of his being.
Yeah, well, it's sounds like he's letting the air out of a balloon.
I love it. You know, the other day something weird happened to me. I haven't experienced a craving like this in a very long time in terms of a food item.
Okay.
The other day I was driving and I cannot explain to you how I was jonesing
Go ahead.
for a Jolly Rancher.
Weird.
I don't even like Jolly Ranchers that much.
Drop it in a Zima.
No.
That's how the party guys
Party
and gals
kids
did it.
Speaking of yearbooks, what?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying those
Zima
were like
Club.
no, no, like that was like the field party, situation.
Drop it as a
I never went to one, but I remember hearing about.
You were
the
at the
Zima.
French fry hut.
I was at the French fry hut.
We don't ever get a Zima with a Jolly Rancher in it.
Listen,
Speaking of clubs, hold on. Have we discussed that? We've discussed that about how on the yearbook staff, I was put in charge of the German club page.
I was a long time ago. I
And
think you
I
need
put
a
it off to
refresher.
the last day. And I grabbed one guy who I knew to be in the German club. And we went to the German classroom where Frau Muma taught.
Yeah.
And I just had him go around the room and do different activities. So the entire German club 2-page spread is just Jeff Missel doing different German things
Jeff.
around the room. Like he's in Lederhosen on this side. He's over here with some sort of like German breads. He's doing all the German things.
Here he is with the pretzel.
But there's nobody else in any of the pictures. And
There's
he's
not a group shot.
just Jeff Missel.
Oh no.
Just being a real trooper, DOS trooper, going around doing exactly. He's just
Listen.
it was.
Was Frau Muma upset with you for not representing her class?
You know, I
That
don't.
probably didn't help with recruiting for the German club.
It's just the one guy.
It's the one guy.
He looks like he's having a great time
He's got later.
by himself. Lonely Lederhosen.
What about What about Mr. Davis, the yearbook teacher? Was he upset with your efforts?
The page has got his signature on him.
They made it in.
Looks German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch. Cut, print, put it out. It's the last day anyways. What am I going to do if I don't approve of it?
Meanwhile, I'm sure they had some sort of great Oktoberfest event that you should have been.
Oh, there were countless things they were doing. I'm sure there was tons. There was a polka band that came through. They were doing they were probably the coolest club in the whole school. The Germans have a rich and illustrious history and culture, but Brandon got Jeff Missel doing one of everything.
It's amazing.
And then the teacher went, "They're gut," and then just sent it to print.
It's amazing. So good.
I got an A in that class, guys, and here's the thing.
Humor will get you far, kids.
I mean, just skated right under the wire.
Phone storage is full, so you're just going to want to push stop there.
Very cool.
To not.
We got 43 minutes in.
Yeah. So I just don't want you to waste any more of your storage. Anyway, I don't know why I was talking about Jolly Ranchers, but I haven't experienced a food craving like that in a long time. And the flavor I craved was green apple. That's the worst flavor.
I don't know that it's the worst flavor.
What's the best flavor of Jolly Rancher then?
Zima. Guys.
What is it?
I don't know that I know.
Cherry.
It's cherry probably, or strawberry. It's a red
Cherry.
one. Okay. It's very, very intense opinions on Jolly Ranchers.
Here's the thing about Jolly Ranchers, though, and I had a conversation with Jeff about this.
Okay.
2 problems.
Okay.
3 problems.
Okay.
The first one,
Go ahead.
if those things get warmed up at all, that wrapper's not coming off.
No, it holds on.
That Jeff was like, what engineer came up with that? What kind of a designer, product designer came up with that wrapper? Because then you go ahead, because even if there's still wrapper in it, you pop that in your mouth and you're just fishing out strips of wrapper.
Yeah.
Terrible experience.
Yeah.
Number 2, do not bite down on those things. And they'll pull out a filling.
They'll just stick in there.
They'll stick in.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Oh, there's 3.
If you make it last, you could stab out a tonsil with the shard.
You can make a prison yard shiv out of a Jolly Rancher.
Yes, you can.
If I ever get
That's
sent,
why they don't allow the lollipops.
if someone ever, that's what I'm saying. If you ever get sent to the clink,
Yeah.
bring me
Take notes.
bring me all your hard candies. Bring me your ranchers. And
Werther's.
you'll think, oh, Brandon just has a sweet tooth. I'm shanking. I'm shiving. I'm out here doing dirt in the yard.
Anyway, it was just such a bizarre craving. And then I got a Jolly Rancher and I was fine. But do you know what flavor they don't make anymore? Lemon. Do you remember the lemons?
No, I don't. My Jolly Rancher knowledge and experience is
Shameful.
Okay,
Is what it is.
it's not what I was gonna say, but that's fine.
Yeah. Anyway, what a weird candy. What a basic candy.
Totally.
Speaking of snacks and treats,
Okay.
I have been on such a cottage cheese kick lately.
That is neither a snack nor a treat, but I like Cudahy
But
cheese
do you know how I like to make it? With the
cow milk.
chili garlic crunch.
Oh, I've never done that. I like that a
am on
lot.
a chili garlic crunch journey. Because there's the one at Trader Joe's, which I think Lindsay first introduced me to because she's a big fan of it.
Yes.
It's in the condiment aisle, guys. It's great.
is.
Little jar. You can put it on everything. It's great on cottage cheese.
We've covered that.
Stop it. I put little tomatoes in there. I put cucumbers. I put those snacking peppers in there. Avocados.
Yeah.
What a filling, beautiful snack.
High in protein.
High in protein. But I have discovered a new garlic chili oil. It's called S&B. Comes from Japan.
Okay.
It's the best topping. I've already been through 1 jar in a week. I just ordered another one.
Okay.
Guys, if you're interested in chili,
Go on.
if you're interested in garlic,
Go ahead.
if you're interested in oil,
Okay.
and most of all, the combination of all 3,
You better be all 3.
you need to get that.
You need to get that.
It's so delicious. I put it on there. Popcorn,
Okay.
cottage cheese,
We've covered that.
chicken, salad.
Cottage cheese?
I can't get enough of it. I think I first got the idea for the chili garlic cottage cheese from Cheese Gal. Courtney LaCourte, whom I follow online.
Yes, she's still around.
Anyway, guys, get yourself some cottage.
Get yourself guys cottage cheese. Get yourself some cottage cheese.
Do it.
With some garlic and chili, please. And oil.
All 3. All 3.
All 3 of these on your cottage cheese.
Sunday was,
Cheese gal.
Sunday was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
We went to Mom and Dad's after church and hung out for a little bit, took some flowers, took some cards, took the kids.
Yep.
Took some kids.
Took some kids.
But the highlight of the day, and I want to be careful in how I tell the story.
Yeah, my favorite part of the story can't go on. I literally told Levi my favorite part of the story and said, this is incredible podcast fodder. Can't tell it.
Can we not? Is there not a way to tell the story?
There's a way to tell the story. There's not a way to tell my favorite part of the story.
Oh, no, there's not. So Mom had been gifted a 4-pack of beer.
It was me. I took it over there one day thinking it was a bizarre bunch of
You
beers.
gifted it to her?
Well, I took it over there because I thought, I've got these. I got them from Michael Trepanier because he had a party and they were at the house. And they were
Don't talk about the brewery because we're not
I don't know that. Yeah, but they were bizarre flavors.
Bizarre
like
flavors.
Wacky.
Not enjoyable flavors, I'm going to say.
I feel like for really adventurous beer aficionados, they would be right up their alley.
Which I am not.
Right.
I'm not a big beer person anyway. Excuse me. Okay.
I'm more of a Zima and Jolly Rancher person.
Sure.
Who am I kidding? I'm a cottage cheese person. Guys, get yourself some cottage cheese. Just get a beer stein, fill it to the tippy top with cottage cheese, drizzle some oil,
chili,
garlic, and chile,
and you can business.
and you've got a little cocktail I call the cheese gal, and then you take it straight to the dome. More please, cottage cheese.
It's great on a hot day.
It's great on a. I'm picturing, like just you coming off a basketball court, sweaty, headband, short shorts, tight tank, just pouring cottage cheese directly into your mouth out of like a sports drink bottle, just like the cookie dough commercial on SNL back in the day.
And it's hot because of the chili.
Oh, guys, after I play a full game of full court, I like to guzz some cottage cheese.
Anyway, so you had left these at Mom's house. And Mom was like, Brandon, do you want to take these back with you? Because we're not going to drink them here. Mom and Dad are not beer drinkers. And we had the fun idea, why don't we just do a little sampling? Everybody take one drink and do a little taste test of these.
Yeah.
So we were outside and we all gathered around a trash can.
Yep.
And if you think I ever in a million years imagined that I would be standing with my nuclear family, just you, Mom, and Dad, around a trash can, taking sips of flavored beer,
Passing them around.
I don't know what universe you would have been talking about.
Happy Mother's
Not this one.
Happy Mother's Day.
2024.
Meet me at the trash can for some cold beer.
Some flavored beer.
For some flavored cold beers. And that we were just literally one like step away. If that trash can was a flame,
it would have been 2020.
You're just standing around a flaming trash barrel, singing 4-part harmony and drinking Mother's Day beers.
Listen, and we each just took one sip. That's all we could take. When I tell you, and again, I'm not going to disparage the brewery or these flavors, but one involved peanut butter, one involved watermelon, and I took a sip of the peanut butter one, chased it with the watermelon,
which is a classic pairing. Classic pairing.
That aftertaste stayed with me all day. Happy Mother's Day to me.
There's not enough cottage cheese in the world to rinse that flavor out.
There really isn't. But in combination, these 4 flavors, ooh, baby.
A real Voltron of barf.
But that's how we celebrated Mother's Day.
How'd you guys celebrate Mother's Day?
It was just, and I mean, we even looked around at each other several times going, what is happening?
And we're like, now that's done. Let's go listen to the Les Mis soundtrack on the side of the road and bawl our eyes out.
Listen. Anyway, but Mother's Day was great. And then we got to have that time together, that special time. And then my family took me for sushi, and you guys got sushi.
Sushi. And Mom and Dad had shusis and shishimis.
Everybody had it.
Everybody had shusi.
Happy Mother's Day, guys.
Happy Mother's Day.
How is your algorithm? Anything?
I'm in such a scramble today that it's hard.
Agree.
The gal who eats food and talks about it, I don't remember. Michael Trepanier.
That's everyone you have.
I know. Michael Trepanier sent me a new one the other day that is AI generated songs based on text message conversations.
Love it.
They're hilarious. I don't remember the account name off the top of my head because, as I mentioned before, I am scrambling today. But I'll find it and send it to you because some of them are like I'll literally just sit and I will laugh louder than Mom will cry during Les Miserables during these. That's really saying a lot.
I got nothing to contribute, guys. If
the
you're
Ashley Engle story.
If you're not aware, on Fridays on our Instagram, because that's really the only social media we're active in at the moment. Because gosh, I'm tired. Every Friday, we do a How's Your Algorithm Roundup, and we post all the weird stuff that you guys send us during the week. So do that. Send it to us on Instagram. We'll share it.
Do the work for us.
Do it. We'll just repost. Okay, what you been watching, reading, or listening to?
Listening to, I'm trying to fill the 60s songs that explain the 90s shaped hole in my life right now.
It's a void.
And so I've been listening to one called Bandsplain. Okay. It's a same podcast network. It's a person who's a frequent guest on that show, and she basically just talks through bands. I'm in the middle of listening to a 7-hour-long episode about Radiohead right now.
Whoa.
And I'm into it because I love Radiohead, and I have a long drive ahead of me today, so I'm super into that. Been listening to that a bunch. Worked on a bunch of music, so I've been listening to, just recorded in the studio, 2 days the last couple of weeks. So I've been listening back through those and trying to work up ideas.
Yeah.
Watching, just finished a show called 24 and 24. It was a chef cooking competition where they cook for 24 hours straight and weed each other out. It was a good watch.
It's exhausting.
I'm
so tired, guys.
Watched Unfrosted.
Yeah, how was that?
I had fun.
Came so highly recommended by Harry and Crindy.
It was fun. We watched it, and it was like, it was one of those that we were like, is it going to win all the awards in the world? No. But is the cast stacked? Yes. Is it silly and a fun romp? Yes.
Yeah,
That,
that's what
and then
we need.
also watched Iron Claw.
Yeah.
You want,
Yeah.
if Unfrosted is the Sweet Friends Bakery,
Yeah.
Iron Claw is the Bitter Boys Fry Hut.
Yeah.
Because it's real good, but
Heavy.
oh baby, is it heavy.
Yeah.
But I recommend it.
Okay.
Everyone in it's like almost as buff as I am.
Yeah, sure.
Not quite.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Anyway, what about you?
So I want to circle back again to the 10% Happier podcast because, guys, it's fascinating. And I don't know if this is a new frontier for me of interest, kind of this intersection of spirituality and psychology.
Crystals.
No, I haven't listened to one about crystals. There might be because there's people of all different faith traditions on this show. As I mentioned, Dan Harris, the host, is a Buddhist. But the best episode I listened to, first of all, I told you about the Ryan Holiday episode, which was great.
Love
We
Ryan
talked about
Holiday.
stoicism.
Love him.
Yep. The best one I've listened to recently was the one with James Nestor about breath and breathing.
breathwork. Yeah.
Breath
Interesting.
work. And he wrote a book called Breath, The New Science of a Lost Art. And I learned so many practical things that I've already begun to incorporate into my life in terms of breathing and awareness, but also how important it is that we are breathing through our noses and not through our mouths, and how we can do that and use the tape trick at night, you know, especially if we're not breathing through our noses at night, and most people are not, and how detrimental it is to your health. Anyway, it's such a fascinating podcast. I can't get enough of it.
I love it.
I'm on a journey with it. I don't know. Okay. Oh, also the Steve Martin and Martin Short episode of Smartless.
I'm so behind on Smartless. I need to catch
Such a
up.
delight. What a delight those two are. And together, even better. Okay, guys, we haven't asked for ratings and reviews in a while. If you haven't left those for us, please do so. They help us so very much. They help people find us. They help boost our ratings. And so it doesn't take long, and it's a gift that keeps on giving. Okay, what is your warm heart?
It'll be both of ours, I'm sure. But celebrating the mothers in our lives on Mother's Day would be mine.
That's a good one. Mine too. And also, just this journey that I'm learning on, that I'm on in terms of learning about the body.
Guys, thanks for listening on our
Mindfulness.
podcast about the journeys we're on and about. It's on and the countdown is in. Guys,
Go take a mindfulness walk.
breathe through your nose. Except for when the dioramas are present.
Guys,
Nailed it. Brought it home. Okay, bye.
bye. Sorry.